What's happening? What's up? What's good and what it do, soul family? Elegant soul food, consecrated nature, baby. Here today. There's two things that I just believe. I believe and I believe and I believe. Number one is that we are running out of time. And running out of time is not necessarily a bad thing. For better or for worse, it's good if, it's better if you are loving. And it's worse if you are living without forgiveness and living without gratitude. 2022 towers falling all year. 2020, I've been saying this since last October. I'm like, 2022, you're going to see things you never seen from people you would never expect. And that include, unfortunately, some of our, unfortunately, and what it is what it is. People that are very dear to us, or celebrities that we, idolize or like or whatever, just slipping away. And so many people slipping away. All of that is part of the towers, the stuff falling down. You got to get people and things out the way or exposed so you can see things for what they really are. And it's just like, you're not going to be able to pretend like you don't see it. You're not going to pretend like you can't deal with it. It's going to be forcing you to deal with stuff. So that's what I mean when I say towers are falling. So that's one thing I believe. We're running out of time, for better or for worse. And it's better if you're loving, and it's worse if you are living without gratitude and without forgiveness. The other thing that I believe is that love is everything. Love more. Be loving, more loving in your thoughts, and be loving all the time, and make loving your first response. And with that, I want to talk to you about loving with integrity. The integrity of love, or the love integrity frequency. Love is a frequency, not an emotion. It's not an emotion. And what does that look like in action? Because love is an action, right? Love in action looks like, love is a frequency, and action is just like pow. The integrity in love in action is when no one is watching. For example, one of the other videos I did, I was so vexed because I was sitting here on the other side of the lake, of this part of this street of the beach or whatever, and this guy kept spitting. I mean, like, and he did it, God, like 17 times, even though nobody was watching me, meaning that nobody that was sitting up close on me, nobody could hear or what I was saying, and nobody could hear my thoughts. And I mean that in a physical sense. Were my thoughts loving? I was, a part of me would just kind of cringe and have a thought and want to say something. And then the loving part of me was just like, man, he probably need to see a doctor. He need to change his lifestyle. He's probably eating, drinking some things that are not agreeing with his body, and that's why all that mucus is building up on him. And he out here hawk spitting like 150 times in like a half hour time. Okay, I was there for almost 2 hours, but so within an hour, you hawk spitting that many times. So it was important for me to practice what I preach, and what I truly believe is that love is everything. And my first thought shouldn't have been like, you disgusting, you this, you that, this, third. Okay, and another example of love in action, in traffic. Dude, I was going to the Puerto Rican festival in Chicago, and the lane was, these bees just keep getting at me. The lane was, somebody was driving on the shoulder. And so then they were trying to get in. I'm not paying any attention to them. I'm keeping up with traffic. They took me keeping up with traffic as an act of aggression to keep them out. And they sped up and tried to hit my car. Then she jumped out her car and started walking towards my car. Number one, with a bullet. I'm looking in disbelief. Number two, by looking in disbelief, that was all mental, because my face was just looking like, now, if you come over here and get to my door, it's going to be a whole different situation. So I gave that example to say, this bee been dancing with me. I said all that to say that love is powerful, and love does not mean that, you turn the other cheek and you let somebody just beat you down. Your ego will protect you and will save your life. Self-preservation is the safe first law of nature. So did I add to the confrontation by yelling out the door? Yeah, bring your ass over here. Keep coming. No, I didn't do any of that. But I gave her a look dead in her eye to let her know, I'm not afraid of you. I didn't start nothing with you, and I want no problems with you. But if you do something to me or try to do something to me, I'm going to give you something you can feel. And that's just the way it goes. All love, nonetheless, I love myself enough to protect myself. Okay, and another one is, when you're alone and you either pass gas or burp or something like that, do you say, excuse me? Or if you sneeze, do you say, God bless you? Yeah. I just believe that we're never alone. I know I'm not alone. I have a spiritual entourage with me and always. And so part of my love for them and love for myself is respect and just saying, I'm sorry, excuse me, thank you, and that kind of stuff. Again, when nobody's watching. So what does integrity mean? Integrity means innocent, wholeness, fidelity and truth, unbroken completeness. So who are you when nobody's watching? Do you love your whole entire life, or do you love just because you're in front of people that go to your same church? Or do you love only because you're around people that work on your same job? Or you love only because you're around certain elders or family members or friends that you think their opinion of you is important? But any other time, you a whole 180, you acting a whole fool. And you being disrespectful to yourself and to your spirit guide and to building your love frequency. Because if you have an interruption in your frequency know if you two-faced it. Your frequency know if you smile in people's face and stab them in their back when they're not around. Your frequency knows your most innermost thoughts. And when you have those gut reactions, if your gut reaction is not wholesome, innocent, and loving and kind, then that's something you're going to have to deal with. And so I wish you well with that. And that's all I wanted to say about that. So we're going to draw some cards, energy on that note. I'm out in my favorite place in the world. We're going to do the goddess energy first. First with that. Usually I get a bunch of these. We're going to see what happens today. I hope this message finds you all well. I hope this message finds you all peaceful. I hope this message finds you with a whole heart, a heart light as a feather, and that you don't have a broken heart. If you do have a broken heart, I just want to say I love you, and I'm rooting for you, and I'm pulling for you, and I want the best for you. And I petition the universe, God, Goddess, and the ancestors, spirit guides, whoever you believe in, Buddha, Allah, that they put people in your path that's going to bless you, and that God moved through nature as well as through people and ease your heart and your mind. I sincerely want that for you and myself. So be it. So be it. All right. Why do I keep getting gang, Sarah, resistance? I swear I shuffle these cards, y'all see me. Alea, grief. All right. We're going to do gang. So I swear, I feel like every other day when I do these readings, it comes out. And that's number 22, which is 4, which means foundations, hard work, and pragmatism. Gang, Sarah. About it. The shadow of resistance. Shadow goddess gang Sarah, which is the witch of the Golden Lane, blew into Tobago on a determined breeze from West Africa to emancipate her family. Love your family and emancipate them with love. Blow love on them. You are scared that you are going to mess it all up. You may have stumbled, but this is a new day. Learn to show up for yourself. You ghost your own dreams and resist your own magic. Stop holding back, worrying, or pretending to seek perfection that will never come. Love regardless. Love ain't perfect. Love regardless. Your love language may be broken and fragmented, or their love may be broken and fragmented. You loving on people that can't reciprocate and can't comprehend because they used to be in chaos addicts. Keep going. Not necessarily going with them people. You can love and keep moving. When it comes to stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. Resistance may look like procrastination, laziness, disorganization, excuses, or lack of motivation, but there are deeper forces at play. You are resisting the force you really are. Your God or Goddess declaration: this is me, I show up. I am loving, and this is me, I show up, with or without somebody watching. It was a movie that Tyler Perry did, The Family That Prays, and the son was just, money hungry, greedy, backstabbing. And he said to his mother, I can't believe you don't trust me. She said, it's not that I don't trust you. She said, it's your inner thoughts. It's your secret thoughts that I don't trust. And that's why I say the integrity of love, it ain't two-faced. All right, grief. Remember, we're talking about the brokenhearted and people that have lost, and when love is interrupted and pause and towers falling. This is the temple of the lovers. Ale is the goddess of grief in Nigeria, and the temple of lovers. Ancient Mother Earth. Alea is the foremost Igbo deity, goddess. Alea oversees motherhood, fertility, and the afterlife. After death, humans return to the womb of Alea, replanted in the soul to reincarnate. Give spirit your grief, bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shred tears, surrender it. I've been talking about this for the last couple of days about, I always wear my mom and dad on my neck. They're both on the other side, but yet with me still. And that a lot of people have been losing people. There was a live that I did last night about people losing people and losing your mom and your dad. And I said, when I come back in this life or the next life, if I come back 10,000 times, I want to come back with my same mom and dad, because they were just that loving and nurturing to me. They was just the best for me. They were the best for me. They might not have been the best for somebody else. They had other kids, but I was raised as the only child, but they were the best for me. And I want us to remix that and bring it on back. The embodiment. Also, I'm going to pause here. Give spirit your grief, bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shred tears, surrender it. Just because I'm comfortable with my parents being on the other side don't mean I don't miss them sometimes, and don't mean that it hurts like hell. And if losing somebody close to you, like a mom or dad, is very recent to you, that's a rawness. I remember when my dad died, I think I cried every day for like 5 years. I mean, I still moved through life and stuff like that, but anytime there was a moment of thought, it happened. So, praying that and petitioning that people always be in your path, and that you be your own best friend, that spirit wraps his arms around you. You are holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal, but grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to healing is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is the ultimate heartbreak, but you also experience grief after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. Self-love and self-care are required. Ask for support. Be gentle with yourself. Your declaration, your God Goddess declaration: I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. Ashe. Ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, the number on that was 11. New beginnings and creations. Right. What do we need to do? I'm going to do a soul truth, and then I'm going to do what we need to do on the journey. Do a soul truth card. Mix it up, baby. Mix it up. I just need to spend like a whole 6-7 hours doing the shuffle on these cards, because I guess what's coming up needs to come up. It's somebody that this is reaching. It's somebody that this is important for, and that's why I'm here to share these messages. Sir, ma'am, sir. I think Big B's the ones that come out, they sirs. The first card is, am I clear on what my soul really wants? think I'm gonna leave it at that. And this one. What expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? The expectations we have are mostly delusional. The expectations that we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. That's why towers are falling all 2022. When we then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met, it is time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. Today's action: be grateful. You are being summoned to more peace. Peace is home for our soul, and it is accompanied by trust. It comes when you surrender and focus on what you can control. If you expect nothing, you are grateful for everything. You will experience extreme fulfillment. When you expect nothing. So when you expect nothing, like you're giving and you're loving and you're being grateful for what you got, and you realize you got everything. Like in the book of Eli, they didn't know they had too much. You realize you got everything that you need. It opens the door for a whole lot more to come through. Believe that. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go with all your heart. Today's action: ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? Be clear. Don't just say, oh, I want to be married. You can just be married. You better be clear. Oh, I just want to work for such and such. I just want to work with. You better be clear. You're going to work with some people that are miserable, unhappy, unhealthy, and dangerous. Be clear. What does your heart crave? And then take one step in that direction. Hey, hey, hey. That's what's up. All right. Now, what do we need to do on the journey? What is more journey work we need to do? Oh, Lord. I promise you I'm finna wrap this up. I promise you I'm finna wrap this up. I done flipped the deck. As my mama would say, every which way but loose. Oh, that's one of them. Okay, let me put it back in here. I thought that may have been like an instruction card. I'm sorry for the pause. Because they flipped upside down, they bent everything. But we're going to get through it. Oh man, that just jumped out. So I got to take it. Woo! That's fire, that's fire, that's fire. One more. That's fire of love. Fire of love. Okay. Okay. First one that popped out. Your words create worlds. It's number 44 that breaks down to number 8, which is authority. Your words creates world. It's prosperity. It's abundance. It's manifestation. Business and leadership and goals. Abundance and goals. All right. Your words create worlds. Say it, say it, say it. Go the book. Okay. Your words are the magic spell that builds stories that either serve you or muffle your dreams. Remember what I said at the top of this about the things that I believe in. So your words either serve you or muffle your dreams. What words are you speaking forth into the world this moment? Listen carefully to those around you. What do you hear? Our language determines what we believe is possible or impossible. Our words truly create worlds. Slow down to bring awareness to what you are truly saying in conversations with others and with yourself internally. That love integrity. Before you try something, are your words about empowering, or are you already down and defeated? By drawing this card, you are now free of all the old stories you've been told by others. No matter how well-meaning they have been, you are released and free to use the language of creation and conception. The catalyst here: what is a personal power phrase I can tell myself when I feel overwhelmed, scared, or uncertain of what to do next? I have one. I've always had affirmations. Ever since I moved to my first apartment, my son he always has stuff taped to the mirrors or whatever, and I still have them. And you talking about somebody channel those things. When I tell you my heart hurts and I have something going on, it hurts from here and here, but it's not an uncontrollable reaction, because I'm so filled with the affirmations and the love, not even understanding, because I don't even know where this comes from a lot of times. But when I catch those thoughts going in the wrong directions, in the Bible they would say, take every negative thought captured and make it obedient to the word of God. So when I find those thoughts going in the wrong direction, I apply that affirmation to it. It's like putting lotion on ashy skin. All right, what could you do? Write down the empowering words you used in the last week about yourself. Now write down the disempowering words and control the list. I wouldn't even write down the disempowering words, but I guess that's going to help somebody and be very helpful. But I can't, I can only speak for myself. We're going to get on past that. I would say get past it. Don't listen to me. You do what works for you. Fulfill your destiny as a cosmic changer. Fulfill your destiny as a cosmic changer. And that's the number 6. And number 6 represents, it's number 15. Number 15, it breaks down to number 6. And that represents love, harmony, and relationships. Fulfill your destiny as a cosmic change maker when it comes to love, harmony, and relationships. That's so befitting. Community, love, healing, and service. Yes. Yes. As a cosmic changer, you create an impact through empowering those already making an impact, to help helpers, to support the supporters, to catalyze the catalyst. Call now your allies of joyful abundance, your magical inner child, spirit totems, guardians, guides, to awake you to your full power and knowledge of how this can occur. Perhaps your greatest leverage may be helping support the argument that global visionaries are already doing in the world, or what they're already doing in the world. Imagine the ripples of impact that occur in this way. The catalyst. Who do I know who is already making significant impact, and how may I be the greatest service to them? Volunteer. Put yourself out there. Make a list of a dozen ways you can support those you have identified as a cosmic catalyst prompt, and then reach out and make it happen. All right. Last thing, financial literacy. You know what we do here? We do word power. We do word power. We do self-empowerment. We get between the ears. We look in the mirror. We do nature. We do love, education, and financial literacy. Let me give you 3 cards here, I believe. 3 cards here. I hope this message is helping you. Last shuffle. May I have the top 3? Nope. Top, bottom, top. Well, that works for me, baby. I don't want no smoke with the universe. All right. The number 8, abundance. Return. Abundant return. Abundance return. If you're watching this, abundant return. Abundance return. Abundance and prosperity. 2 different things. All right. A return is simply the money made or lost on an investment over some period of time. It can be expressed as a total dollar value or percentage of the original investment. Often you hear of two types of investment returns. Nominal returns reflect the total change in dollars, while real returns subtract away the effects of inflation. Dun, 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 inflation. Those of you into cardology, this is also the 8 of clubs, if you know what that means. I'm not a cardologist, but I know some of you out there are. Number 6, again, and this is a 6 of diamonds, and this is harmony, love, healing, and service. All right, active versus passive. Active investing is the hands-on approach of regularly buying and selling investments to beat the returns of a benchmark like the overall stock market. Consistent success hinges on how deep analysis and industry knowledge, which is why it is usually left up to the pros. Passive investing involves buying and holding investments, usually index ETFs, for the long run. This strategy aims to mirror or be the stock market, not to beat it. Be the stock market, not to beat it. And the last one is the 8 of diamonds, dollar cost averaging. Buy low and sell high. Easier said than done. You got that right. Fortunately, dollar cost averaging can help you manage volatile investments like stocks and ETFs. Simply set aside a fixed dollar amount to invest at irregular intervals, say $500 monthly. When prices are higher, you are buying fewer units. When they are lower, you're buying more. No timing the market, no worrying about the large, ill-timed investments. Now, I'm not sure when these cards were made, but I tell you what, they weren't made recently with the current stock market. And this may be good information if you are a serious investor. If you're not a serious investor, monthly investments into the stock market in different places and not knowing what you're doing is going to cost you some skin in the game. So please take heed to getting a financial advisor if you don't already have one. If you want to get into the stock market, or if you're already in the stock market and you're not understanding or liking what's happening. If you're on these different apps that they got, Robinhood and some other stuff, I can't even keep up with them. Know what you're doing. Talk to somebody, know what you're doing. And if anybody is talking fast and telling you that this is easy or whatever, go get a second or third opinion and advice. Don't roll with your homies. Roll with some people that you don't know that are getting results. And that's something I used to do back in the day when I first started getting into stocks back in the 90s. Or people would come up to me with these Ponzi schemes or whatever, pyramid schemes. I would always say, they trying to, all you gotta do is invest in this, and I'm just like, well, sis, let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Oh, how long you been doing it? You've been doing it for how many years? Well, what's your portfolio look like? Damn, you ain't making mortgage? Damn, you had to sell your house? You can't sell me nothing if you gotta sell your house to keep yourself going. Be careful, y'all. Let spirits use you, and pay attention. Listen. I hope this message helps. Love you. Until next time, I'm finna go get me a Benadryl. I came out here without my allergy tab again. Anywho, love you. Until next time. Hey, 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 hey.